Hi, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Today, we are going to present Chapter 11, the Malaysian Islamic Capital Market. I am Illyana binti Muhammad Izhar.
My name is Nurizzaty binti Roslan.
My name is Nazeera binti Abdul Basir.
I'm Intan Shuhada binti Maisa.
I am Syazwani binti Shahrul and we are from Group 5.
Okay dah. Hi, I'm Intan and I will talk about Islamic financial market. Before I start, let me tell you briefly about Islamic financial market. What is Islamic financial market? It operates in an interest-free environment that derives from Sharia, which is Islamic law principle, and its primary sources are Holy Quran and Sunnah. Okay, next, we proceed to the framework of the Islamic financial markets. That consists of three topics, which is Islamic banking, Islamic money market, and Islamic capital market. Okay, in Islamic banking, we have Islamic deposits and Islamic financing that are derived or we get from the FE Islamic, CIMB Islamic, and others. Okay, next one is Islamic money market. Islamic money market, that is an Islamic interbank money market that provides a source of short-term investment outlets based on Sharia principle. Okay, the lastly is Islamic capital market, which have equity funds and sukuk. Alright, we start from Islamic banking. Islamic banking have a short-term Islamic finance product and long-term finance product. Okay, first, short-term Islamic finance product have a working capital financing and a leasing financing. Okay, for the first one, working capital financing have a murabaha, which is a sales contract where the buyer and seller agree on the markup on the sales item. And the second one is musyarakah. Musyarakah is a joint venture or partnership structure in which the partners share in the profits and losses. Okay, second one is a leasing financing called Izhar. It is the right to use the object for a specific period of time. Alright, long-term Islamic finance product. What is it? As for the long-term Islamic finance product, there are project finance and Islamic syndicate finance. Project finance is the long-term financing of infrastructure and industrial projects offered by Islamic bank to the public and the private sectors. And secondly, Islamic syndicate finance is a facility offered to large public or private clients for their project and investment activity. Thank you.
Okay, Assalamualaikum. My name is Nazeera and I'm going to present about the capital market in an Islamic framework. These are the key components of an Islamic capital market, which are Sharia compliant stocks, Islamic funds, and Islamic investment certificates, which is also known as sukuk. Okay, Islamic funds have 5 categories, which are equity funds. Equity funds is to invest in the shares of joint stock companies, and returns are in the form of capital gains and dividends, which are distributed on a pro rata basis among the investors. Okay, and equity funds can be categorized into 4, which they have regular income funds, capital gain funds, aggressive funds, and balance funds. The regular income funds is to earn profit through dividends paid by the investees' companies, and the funds also will provide a regular income by way of dividends to the investors, which mostly which is like old and retired people. The second one is capital gain funds. Capital gain funds is to earn profit through capital from sale and purchase of Sharia compliant stocks. Okay, the third one is about aggressive funds. Aggressive funds is mainly to invest in high risk securities to generate abnormal profit for their investors. And in aggressive fund also is they do not allow every investors to invest and limit the portfolio to high-risk investors because the chances of loss are possible and have greater chance. The last category for equity funds is balance funds. Balance funds is to invest in high-quality securities with less risk, and they also give the investors a regular income based on dividends and capital gains. And the balance funds also, they adopt a capital proactive approach. Okay, the second Islamic funds I'm going to present is Izhar sukuk can be traded in the secondary market on a market-based forces. Okay, and then anyone who purchased the funds will replace the sellers in the pro rata ownership of the relevant assets, and all the rights and obligations of the original subscribers will pass to the purchaser of the funds. Okay, the third one is about commodity funds. Commodity funds is the subscription amount is used to purchase different commodities for the purpose of resale, and the profits that generated from the sale will be distributed among the subscribers. The fourth funds is murabaha funds. Murabaha funds is closed-end funds whose units are not negotiable in a secondary market because Islamic banks portfolio of murabaha does not own any tangible assets. Okay, the last one is about mixed funds. Mixed funds is the subscription amount is employed in different types of investments. For example, like equities, leasing, commodities. Okay, and then tangible assets should be more than 50%, while the liquid assets and debt should be less than 50% for the trading of mixed funds. Okay, thank you. That's all from me.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Nurizzaty binti Roslan, and I'm going to present about this slide. Firstly, equity stock included in the equity funds need to be compliant with the Sharia guidelines. The selection of stock goes through a strict screening process, and this is the screening criteria used for the selection of stock by the Sharia board. Firstly, investee company's capital structure must be predominantly equity based, less than 33%. And second, prohibited from investing in interest-based riba, financial institution, and dealing with alcohol, gambling, and etc. And the third one is value of share should not less than the value of net liquid asset of the company. Okay, the next slide is Dow Jones Islamic Market Index Rules is the most widely used Islamic indexes to measure Sharia compliance investable equity. Firstly, is the basic business of the investee company should be halal, permissible. And second, total debt divided by 12 months, average market capitalization should be less than 33%. And the third one, sum of the company's cash and interest-bearing securities divided by the trailing 12-month average market capitalization should be less than 33%. And lastly is account receivable divided by the trailing 12 months average market capitalization should be less than 33%. Next, this slide is about a company's will be classified as Sharia non-compliant securities if they involve in the following activities. First, financial services based on interest. Second is gambling and gaming. And third, manufacture or sale of non-halal products or related products. Fourth, conventional insurance, entertainment activities that are non-permissible to Sharia, manufacture or sale of tobacco-based product or related product. And lastly is stockbroking or share trading in Sharia, non-compliant securities and other activities deemed non-permissible according to Sharia. Thank you. That's all for me.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Illyana and today I'm going to present about Islamic equity funds, investors and also types of forward market. Okay, for Islamic equity funds, Saudi Arabia, the United Arab Emirates are the main investor as they are the wealthiest group of investors, and many of conventional bank and Islamic bank are seek to invest. So the example of Islamic funds are NCB, which is National Commercial Bank, and Al Rajhi Bank and Investment Corporation in Saudi Arabia. And Islamic fund equity managers wants to attract more investors by lowering the investment requirement, the minimum investment requirement from US 100,000 to US 2,000 in some cases. Okay, next, the main hurdle in attracting more investors towards investing in Islamic equity funds. There are 4 challenges. First, inadequate disclosure about fund performance by the fund manager. Second, little interest in monitoring the Islamic equity fund compared to conventional mutual and investment fund. Third, no dedicated agencies for Islamic funds because Islamic funds are registered in multiple jurisdictions. And lastly, the market is too small to justify the setting up the monitoring department from the way of business perspective. Okay, there are 3 types of Islamic forward market. First is salam-based forward market. Under salam-based forward market, it is for product and commodities which a regular market exists. In salam-based forward market, delivery of goods under the forward market arrangement is compulsory. Under istiqna-based forward market, it has longer terms transaction and require legal instructional framework. And lastly is ju'alah-based forward market. Ju'alah-based forward market is service-based activities and there is no physical goods qualified, only service qualified for such a contract. That's all from me, thank you.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I am Syazwani binti Shahrul Hisham. So today I'm going to explain about the major challenge in development Islamic financial markets. So there are 6 challenges that we are going to explore here. So first of all is the education and awareness, where it is creating awareness among Muslims and non-Muslims about the Islamic financial system. So the client should provide the description and transparent guideline about the products that they are going to sell. So it is easy for the people or for the seller or the client itself to create awareness through the educational of the people, removing the false perspective or belief and create awareness about the Islamic financial system. Okay, for the next point is the product innovation and development, where the competition with non-Islamic banks require continuous product development. So, to compete with the conventional product, the Islamic product have to make a product compliance with the Sharia, as it is easiest for the people or the customer to differentiate between the conventional products and the Islamic products. Okay, thirdly is the performance benchmark, where the Islamic financial institution use the same benchmark as they used by the conventional non-Islamic banks. Okay, why they are using why there is a problem about the performance benchmark? Because the Islamic funds do not have any benchmark to compare with their performing based on the Sharia. So this will lead to the similarity between the Islamic financial institution and the non-Islamic banks. So they have a problem there because they have a similarities and no difference between them. So it's a major challenge for them. Okay, next is the strengthening risk management capabilities, where the Islamic financial contracts have their own peculiar risk and reward features. Okay, in managing the risk Islamic banking, must be guided by Sharia Islamic financial institutional to identify, measure, monitor, and control the specific risk. Okay, for the risk management products, for the risk management practices, it will provide the comfort and security to the potential investor risk for the future growth. Okay, for the next point is the leveraging on information technology, where the information technology can play a major role in development of new Islamic products or boost attractiveness of current products and strengthen the enterprise risk management. Okay, in this Islamic financial institution, it should use the international technology to capture and store the long-term historical data on the expected probability and to return on the estimated, and the cost can be estimated. So, for the last one is the skilled human resources, where the scarcity of trained human resources such as bankers who must have a knowledge and skill in Islamic financial market. So, for all the Muslim majority in a country and a minority Muslim in the country must know about the Islamic finance market, so that they have a knowledge about this financial market. So the bankers must play their roles to explain to the minority Muslim people and a majority Muslim people in a country, so that they will understand more and they have a knowledge about this Islamic capital market. So it is important for the bankers to have a knowledge and information about this. Okay, that's all from us. Thank you.